Hello and welcome to the Unit 4 micro lesson. And what I'm doing this particular week is I'm focusing on methods. And I just basically input a very simple method. And what I've done for this method, all it is here's my main class. And it's my main, right, this is my target. And it's a system out.println about to encounter a method. Now I ripped this straight from a pre-existing method. Easier to follow, really simple. I'm trying to keep my example very simple. Now, you'll notice down here I've got a private static void called myMethod. MyMethod, okay? So here's a name. It doesn't take in a value. It is private, meaning that it can only be called from within the main, okay? And it doesn't have any returns. So I didn't make it more complex by returning any values. I didn't make it more complex by adding any additional items on there. It is just a simple method. And all it does is it says, printing from inside my method. That's it. That's all it does. And then what it does after that is anytime you do a method calls, for instance, my method, it actually calls whatever you've created from my method right here. It makes a call. Then it does whatever's inside the method, and then it returns the line from which it's called. So it does this, and it returns the line from which it's called, which is right here. Then it states method was executed successfully. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a series of items that said about to encounter a method. Then it'll print out method was executed successfully. Then it'll print out printing from inside method. And what I've done is I took a screen capture so you can see kind of what it is. About to encounter a method, right? About to encounter a method, because that's where it is. It's in a line by line. Then it calls my method, which it'll say printing from inside my method. Lo and behold, printing from inside my method. And then it goes back to its call, and then it says print method was executed successfully. Method was executed successfully. So in this particular case, in every particular step as we go through, this is basically all your code before the method call. That's it. This is your method call that if there's arguments that it is to be included or is to be included, it's right here. And then whatever you want to be inside your method here. It could be more complex. It could take in numbers. It could make some sort of multiplication. It could do some further calls. It could do some further calculations. Whatever the case may be, but it goes according to this. This is all the items before the method. Then it calls the method. It performs whatever's in the method. And then it does a return. And, well, to the line that does the call. And you can have multiple methods. You can define multiple methods all with different reserved words, all with different words or different names. Or you can call the same method again and again and again. So ideally what I could do is I could do my method. All right? So I'm calling it again. All right? And my method. So in this particular case, what it'll do is it'll say about to encounter a method. Then it'll say printing from inside my method 1, 2, 3 times. And then it'll say method was executed successfully. Now if you start to kind of look at this, and then you combine this with our do-while loops, and you combine this with our execution and things along those lines, you're going to start to get an idea of how all these things are supposed to work together. So I could change my void method where it takes in an argument so it does some sort of calculation within it. I could change my method so it gives a return and kind of works it towards a function. There's lots of different things I can do. But this is a very basic use of a method and very basic example. Feel free to look up online. Feel free to kind of explore, expand on this. But this gives you an idea. Please continue your questions. If you need more help, please continue to ask them. Thank you very much.